I'm changing this song right now to what you got stuck in my head, so hold on. The anticipation for today. Dude, oh my god. I have been excited for this. I like all day I've been like pacing, and then something happened just a little bit ago that we are dealing with. Our dearest Zero the Chihuahua had to go into the vet because he maybe strained himself because he's so tiny. So we have to make sure that he's okay. But it's just they think it's just a strain. Like they think he strained his lower back. I think is what I was saying, right? So because of that, he hasn't been able to poop well. And I'm like, this poor baby? Yeah, famous streamers Insomnistein and apric0tfuzz. We're vibing. I sadly don't have chat on screen for this show, just because it's like a talk show, and again, this is, you know, the first episode, so we're gonna see how we like how I set it up. I'll probably consult with Days and Joshua afterwards. Borpa? Is that a Borpa? This, if you guys recognize, or like, you're like, hey, that kind of seems familiar. The Ghouls Room is a play on the Girls Room from the Amanda Show, because that was one of my favorite bits that they did, and I loved the one that was like ditzy, the one that was like, I like eggs. I'm like, that's spirit animal right there. I don't like eggs that much, but like spirit animal. But yeah, he's gonna be doing fine. They are taking care of him right now, so you guys, you know, don't worry too much about my baby. He's okay. He's being baby. I'm turning off studio mode so I can actively mess with everything. But you know, we're vibing. We're vibing. I was gonna dress up and everything. I was like, I had like an outfit planned out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear like my button up and we're gonna look so cool. We're gonna look so cool. And then think life happens. I need to be warm in my midriff area. So, hoodie. But yeah, I'm probably going to consult with people afterwards to see if we like this setup, because I personally really like this setup. We're gonna change up the audio. Hold on, let me add in so you guys can listen to music. I forgot about that. Here we go. And we'll turn it down, you know. And this, like, we're gonna turn it down. It's gonna be near unable to be heard because, you know, the focus of today is going to be the talk show. We're gonna, oh god. I made a mistake. I fixed it. I fixed my mistake. We're good. But okay. So let me go undeafen. I'm saying this as a warning, because by the time M sees this, I will most likely have been undeafened. Hey, M.
Hi.
Are you ready for your little interview?
Oh my god, I'm so ready to rumble.
Are you ready to be shown to the world? Oh god, we're both wearing red!
I know, I just saw that.
Joshua just gifted a sub. Your sheesh got cut off by Discord. It was shit! And then nothing else. Okay. But if you guys don't know, I can gesture regularly. This is M, otherwise known as apric0tfuzz. I don't know if you say apricot or apricot. I personally say, yeah, I say apricot. Just I don't know. Listen, I was born in the South. I cannot deny that fact. But
I'm also
you're my first
Australian.
guest. Yeah, you're my little Australian buddy. That's why I was like, I need to make this like good for my Australian friends and buddies because I want you guys to be guests on this show. And so I'm like, I gotta I gotta put it at 5 p.m. We're good.
I'm gonna time out Lex.
Don't time out Lex! Oh god! Emma's a mod, guys. Be careful.
1, you're bad. Awesome.
For 1 second, you're bad. You're both wearing red Borpa, so hot, dude.
True.
We look so nice. Are we both wearing merch?
I think so. Mine's very obviously merch.
Mine's, you know, more subtle merch. You know, hold on, it's this one. It's Tubbo.
Oh, I see.
Dude, this is a sturdy hoodie. Can I just say that? It's sturdy.
That's cute. I cannot believe that Mag's Magma Soul just called us Stannies.
Dude, Mags, you don't get to do this to us. I was just in your stream yesterday. I was lurking, but I was there. And honestly, speaking of streaming, are you ready to start?
Oh my god, yeah, let's go.
Okay. So first question that is, you know, part of our base questions that we have for every streamer. But what was your final push to start streaming?
I mean, I'd always wanted to do content creation since I was like little, but I didn't know how to do like editing and stuff like that. So finding out about Twitch where you can just like go live and not have to worry about that was definitely like a massive motivator for me. But I think the final push would be getting involved in like the smaller communities and stuff like that in Twitch, because that's where I found like a lot of my closer friends and stuff like that, and that's where I found people who are like, oh, they actually want to see me, like they want to watch my stuff, you know what I mean? So definitely finding those smaller communities, that was definitely what motivated me to like go, okay, sure, we're gonna stream.
Yeah, because it's always like, I feel like it's always startling when you get like a handful of viewers that just showed up. And you're like, wait, where did you come from? I didn't tell you to watch.
Yeah, I still find it weird when people pop in and are like, oh, I found you off recommended. And I was like, you can do that? Like, wow, okay, cool, sure, I'll be on there. Like,
the recommended page works?
I know.
You're like, hi. And okay, so how do you think streaming has been going so far? Like, in your personal opinion, how do you feel like it's been? Because I'll tell you all I want, that I think you're doing amazing and that I'm proud of you. But that's me. That's not you.
I think it's going very well. I'll be honest. I like didn't think it would go this well. I've said this before, but on my first stream, sorry, my hair's actually bugging me so much.
Your laptop stream, you mean?
Yeah, my first laptop stream. But on my first stream, I fully thought, like, I was trying to decide if like 5 was too big of a follower goal. Like I was trying to decide if like 5 was too big of a follower goal, and then what the fuck did you just throw at me? Oh my god!
What was just thrown into the room? I heard like an actual Is that Lindor?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, as I was saying, I got a chocolate thrown at me by my father.
Father Fuzz?
Yeah, Father Fuzz.
Guest appearance?
Look, he just does these things. But yeah, and then on my first stream, I like hit 100 followers, and I was like, what?
I might have been one of those followers.
Very true, very true. So I would say it's been going very, very well. I mean, I think that I have a really cool community, which is the largest thing that I thought it was a Tide Pod, no. Which is the largest thing that's like the most important to me. But also, like, if you want to be an analytics Andy, like, what the fuck? I've been growing a lot, and that's really cool. So yeah.
Dude, okay, analytics Andy, not that bad, especially with you, like.
Oh yeah.
I told you, I was like, dude, you got this. You got this. And look, I'm sorry, what follower number did we just hit?
400 and something. I don't know. We're getting
so 450?
I think it's up to like 480 now. I
Oh
don't know.
my god!
We're close to 500. It's really cool. But I don't know, it's weird because obviously people like promise you and stuff like that. They're like, yes, if you start streaming, like I'll come watch one of your streams, like I'll be there, all that sort of stuff. But then it's very different to seeing that actually happen, like seeing people actually like show up, people like actually getting ridiculous watch times and stuff like that. Like that is very different to just like the phrase of like, oh yeah, I would watch your streams. Like it's still weird to wrap my head around.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Honestly, like seeing some like repeated viewers of mine, I'm always like, you're still here? You still want to watch? I was like, it's touching, really.
Yeah, because it's like I don't know, and like when people like actively engage with your content and ask you about it. Like I'll have friends message me and be like, "Oh, like what time are you like gonna go live at and stuff like that?" And I'm like, "You like allocate time for me? Like that's so cool."
Oh my god, that was Sushi earlier. Sushi was like, when are you going live? I need to be there. I was like,
It's the best feeling because it's like it's people like actively engaging, not even just engaging, but like asking for more of your content. It's like, whoa, okay, like
okay. But it's always so nice to get that green green bear just followed me. I'm honored.
great.
It's green or beloved.
Oh my goodness. Hi.
Okay. I'm sure I already know the answer to some extent. But do you have any inspiration, be that a streamer you watch or those around you, like that drives you day to day?
Yeah, definitely. The Gumi, obviously. Because there's obviously like the smaller creators and stuff like that, like especially like my friends who like regularly inspire me and stuff like that. Like I'll watch their streams and I'll be like, oh, like I liked what they did here. Like I want to take parts of this and stuff like that. I could list so many. Like Zeshi, for example. I'm pretty sure I saw Zeshi in chat earlier. Like I was watching one of Zeshi's streams the other day and they played like a little funky instrument for a channel point redemption. I was like, holy shit, I want to do that. So definitely just like the people around me and friends like that. But if I'm talking like a bigger content creator that I like actively look up to, it'd be Gumi, definitely, yeah.
I think my favorite redemption and Zeshi chat is the crab hat.
Oh yeah.
If you've seen it, it's like the goofiest thing I've ever seen, and I am in love with it. I am in love with that hat. I want one.
It's a good hat. What can I say?
It's a good hat. Okay. Genuinely, what is your favorite part about streaming? Is it interacting with chat? Is it being able to entertain people? Like what? What do you feel?
Yeah, interacting with chat and building relationships with people through that. That's the most important thing to me. Like I the reason why like I enjoy streaming so much is because I'm a very extroverted person. I like talking to people and stuff like that, and especially with lockdown, you lose a lot of that. So for me, streaming has been a really cool way to like I guess have that element that I've like somewhat lost the past few months, as well as like I guess expand it and make more friends, know more people. But it's really cool because people will just like find you, talk to you, like see you for like 30 seconds, and then just start talking and just join in and like become a part of your community, and that's a really cool thing to see. So yeah, definitely the community and definitely chatting with people is my favorite. I mean, I did just shutting streams for a month straight, so it kind of has to be.
Our the beloved laptop streams that I miss so dearly.
Yes.
But it's fine. We still had Club Penguin, we had Moshi Monsters. But okay, what do you think in your own words? Because I have my own words for them as I am a mod. But what is your community like?
I would say an oxymoron. Oh my goodness, 3 gifted. Shit.
Wait, that's to all my shared people. Hello. Thank you, Jewel, for the 3 gifted. I appreciate it so much. So your community, how are they?
Sheesh. I would say definitely like an oxymoron. They're complete contradiction. 1 second they'll be like the most chaotic little shits, and the next second like the most loving and supporting people in the entire world. But they are also like sensible. They know when to stop joking and when to have serious conversations, which I really love. But yeah, I would just say just fucking. It's like it's funny to me because yeah,
they're just all over the place.
Exactly. Like we can go from having like last night serious conversations about like queer discourse and queer issues to everyone roasting me because I fell in lava. So
Honestly, I think I applaud you so much because I was like able to communicate a lot of the issues that I had found myself. I'm not going to go fully into them because that's a conversation for another day. But you were very receptive and open for listening to my issues that I had with Twitch and like, the growth of certain content creators over others. Like I went on my whole rant that I have. I have a whole rant and you listened to the whole thing. And you were just like, yeah, no, I completely understand what you're saying. And I was just like, what? Hello?
I mean, I think the important thing just with friends and also like in chat and stuff like that, like when people like share their stories and stuff like that, is even if I don't have personal experience, even if I'm not going to understand it at the same level as someone who's, had firsthand experience with issues or, adversity and stuff like that, the least I can do is listen and try and understand and try and get like a grasp of it, because a lot of time people just want to be happy, want to feel like, you know, other people realize what they're going through, and sometimes like that's like the most you can do. So I am happy you feel that way.
Ignore her. I realize she is the loudest being on this planet. She's also my daughter. My dog is being picked up by the microphone as per usual on my streams.
You're all good. You're all
But like
good.
speaking of the issues, like what was it like for you to have to deal with the bot raids? Because we all in the small streaming community, we all had to deal with that. We all had to go through the tiny like bot attacks that would happen every now and then.
It's fine now, but the first one was horrible. Context for any Stein enjoyers who weren't there, or any my like apric0tfuzz enjoyers that weren't there. I had done like a 12 or 13-hour stream. I was having such a good night, so much cool stuff was happening. And then I got my first follow bot, and it was 4,000 followers. And it was really scary because like it's very different, as I said earlier, to hear about something versus experiencing it. So being live, trying to have a fun time, having a good night. It was like 3 a.m., never having experienced any follower botting of any sort before. And then my first one, big 4,000 followers, I was so scared. um, and it was really like disencouraging. Like I, ended stream, went on Discord, talked to my mods. We figured it out in like 5 minutes, but it didn't stop the fact that just experiencing that was enough for me to consider. Like I had to like think about it. I was like, do I want to continue streaming while this is happening, and that's a conversation and a thought process I know a lot of other streamers have to have, of like, do I want to put myself in this situation? Because being a queer streamer or a streamer of color on this app, like it puts a target on you in terms of botting and stuff like that. So yeah, it wasn't a good experience. To
Especially
no
for
one's
those
surprise.
there's a few of us. And I'm sure it's not just a few. I'm sure there's like a lot of us. But for smaller creators, it's so risky for us to put LGBTQIA plus as a tag and our own sexuality as a tag, because as much as we'd love to like branch out and like show these people like, hey, I'm right here. If you want to watch me, I'm here. At the same time, during the bot attacks, which I'm not sure if they're still going to be going on, because we know it went quiet for a second and then they came back. But it was really hard going live and then thinking like, should I have those tags on right now?
Yeah, that was a serious like thought I had to have, because like something I pride myself on is like I am a queer streamer, like I'm here, like you know what I mean. But yeah, I did have to think about that and consider, do I want to use that tag? Because I'm like, on one side it enables me to meet all these awesome people within this awesome community and have them know that I'm a part of that. But yeah, on the other side, it does put a target on yourself, like in terms of bot attacks and hate rates and stuff like that. And then eventually, like I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, one of my core things about like myself is that I'm not gonna let other people's actions change how I define myself. So I was like fuck it, like just streaming Minecraft category alone will probably get me follow botted and stuff like that. So I was like, no, I'm gonna keep it on. But I understand if there are queer streamers who take that off, because yeah, it does open you up to a unsafe environment, if you will, with that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I don't. Minecraft, just like as a category, they're like them, them. They're having fun in a block game. No, and it's just kind of like
Yeah.
I'm just having fun playing a game from my childhood. Like I don't know how that makes you angry, but like go off, I guess. Like be angry, but I'm gonna vibe and I'm gonna build a little house with a dog.
We talked about this on stream once. I'm not sure if you're there or not, but I think the reason why Minecraft category is targeted is literally just because of how many queer creators are. Aussie Rice just followed you. Holy shit!
I wasn't gonna mention it. The Aussie Rice. I got noticed.
But yeah, the Minecraft category has a lot of young and new and small and queer creators, which means it is like, you know, a very easy target for that sort of thing. So sometimes like I don't know, I notice a difference. If I stream a Minecraft category, I will get follow bots, and if I stream like Stardew, I'll get like one. Like it's like what?
Honestly, I think I was streaming Don't Starve, but I had my tags and I still got follow button, and I was just like, I have this little chest boy following me around, and you guys are being so rude right now.
I don't know, it's inconsiderate. They're kind of fans, honestly. Like
You flirted with them. You flirted with the bots on your own stream. You were like, what's their astrological sign? Maybe we match. Like, who are you?
You know, I asked that in chat once, and one of them said a Gemini, and it kind of made sense.
I'm sorry, one of them said Gemini, one of them responded to you, Gemini?
Yes, but they literally, I said in someone's chat, I was like bots, what star sign are you? I'm curious. Like, honestly, if we're compatible, obviously, like, you're such fans, like, you're following me around. And, oh,
no, Lex, not tactical flirting, that's not.
It kind of is, though, like, I'm shooting my shot, obviously they have money, so, but yeah, and they let me know, they're like, I'm a Gemini, and then they got banned.
No, how much money do they have to have? Like that they're like, I'm angry. Here goes like this much money towards bots. And I'm like, give that to me instead.
Exactly. Like, instead of
you want me to go away? Subs, pay for it. Exactly. Pay for me to go away.
Sub goal end stream. That's what a subathon is. Hey.
That like my bit. Like whatever, like if I ever set a bit goal, because I don't take donations, I take bit donations because it's safer that way, I feel. But if I set a bit goal and you guys meet it, I will end stream. That's it. It's gonna be super high, but I'll do it.
Oh my god.
And okay, this does kind of happen in your chat a lot, so it is kind of relevant to ask, but do you fear the mod wall?
I mean, I don't enjoy having a mod wall because I know that it's gonna put off newer chatters or people who just like aren't super like know everyone and stuff like that from chatting. But it's also like my options are either have a mod wall or not have enough mods.
That's true.
I'd rather take the mod wall because the thing is I have quite a few mods just because of the way that time zones work. Because if I do a stream earlier in the day, I'll have like majority of my mods will be awake for it. But if I do a stream late at night, like it can end up being literally just solo modding or like one or two mods. And I've had them in the past, so I was like, I don't really care. I'm just gonna mod more people. Like if there's a mod wall, I'd rather, you know, actively talk to my mods and actually have people to like bounce off than no one in chat. So I'll take a mod wall over no chatters.
That's true, especially when the mod wall, honestly, sometimes your mod walls that like can occur, I feel inspire people to start chatting, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, because there's like Jess and Hudson talking shit to each other. And you're just like, you're sitting there like yelling at them like, stop this. And then chat will be like laughing at them. Like, what are you, how is this happening? They're both like, mods.
Because the people I have mod are like people who I like, obviously I trust people who I don't have modded. Also, hi Ivy, thank you for following Stein as you should. But
I'm trying not to acknowledge it.
Okay, I'm like, do you want me to stop reading them? Because like I keep on noticing them. I get excited.
I feel like you're just gonna keep doing it. I feel like it's a habit now.
We'll see. But I can't even remember what was I saying. Oh yeah, mod walls. Yeah, I'd rather have mod rules than not have enough mods. The people who I have modded are also like my like largest chatters anyways, because the people who like know me the most are obviously the most likely ones to talk to my chat anyways. So I'd rather mod people and all that stuff.
It's really funny because you say like the mods are the most active, and meanwhile I am a chronic lurker in any chat I'm in. I'll join and I'm like they're talking about something, I'm just gonna be quiet, and then I'm noticed and I'm like, I'm here now, hello.
Fair.
And we've kind of gone over this a little bit, and it's kind of obvious like what a little bit of the answer is, but networking is kind of hard, especially for like more introverted streamers, because there are introverted streamers who stream because it's like not really like real like you're not interacting with someone constantly, so it's easier to be an introvert. But what are some relationships that you formed through Twitch?
Honestly, like majority of my online friendships have been through Twitch. Obviously, there's some that aren't because like Twitter and stuff like that. But I made a lot of friendships through like Boomers Chat. That's where I met Jess, Rhea, and Britt. And then I saw Rhea and Britt modded in Soundify's chat, and I was like, well, I want to hang out with Rhea and Britt. So I went to Soundify's chat and met all the people there. And then Soundify read Hi Tass. So then I made friends there. So yeah,
You know, I was always
really
curious how you found him. I was like,
yeah, that's how. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like to call it networking because the idea of networking, like, obviously it's not a bad thing, but to me, when people say networking, I think of like being friends with someone, like trying to get something out of it, like with the sole purpose. But it's like that's like that's not what like I don't know. Like I make friendships and stuff like that, and if cool things come out of it, then cool things do. But I never would like think to myself like, oh, I want to be friends with this person because they know this person. You know what I mean?
yeah, I called it networking just for like a general term.
Yeah, no,
But in reality, we all just kind of made friends with each other, and we're like, wait, you stream too? What's up?
yeah. Like I'd much rather like someone organically reach out to me and be like, "Hey, like we're friends." Like stuff like this, for example. Like I didn't become friends with you because I was like, I know that Stein is gonna do a talk show soon. You know, I was just like, Stein's cool. Like let's go.
I think my first message to you was like, what should I post for selfie day? I'm not sure. And you were like, immediately, you were like, what are my options? What do I have to look at? Like, you were so down, and I was just like, I put myself out there, kind of tough because I am more introverted than extroverted. But you were just like, you are a ray of sunshine. You're the extrovert that like adopted me into your friend group, and I was just like, I'm here now. It's just like this little thing, just like
Instagram friends, so they send me like, well, like my IRLs and stuff will send me photos and be like, which one? So I'm just so used to getting that question. I was like, I can do this. This is easy. Like, let's go.
And I think you told me based on color palette that was in the photo. You're like, I think you should go with this one, it goes better.
I can't even remember, but I probably did. Let's be honest.
I remember such small details. I can't help it. I have a little goldfish brain in most things, but you tell me a fact about my friend and I'm gonna remember it.
Fair.
I'm gonna skip that question because we kind of already know it. Cause like, I kind of structured my questions to like, they're just regular conversation. I'm like, what do I want to know about my friends? You know, what would be cool for someone to see and like get them interested in someone else's stream? Because like, this is not for me. Like this, I would hope that this show, gets like big and like popular. But at the same time, I'm like, I also want to get my friends out there and show off my friends and their talents and like how cool they are. Because I'm like, come on, look at them. Look at them. Look how cool they are. But what is it like when you're streaming? Like this is just a general question. You don't have to be like thinking it's one thing. Just go with whatever comes first. What is it like streaming?
It's a vibe. I don't know. I don't really
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. I don't know. It's fun. I'm just like, okay, I go play game and chat to people, Like it's how I would probably spend a lot of my time anyways. So it's comfortable. I will say I do always get nervous before a stream, but like once I actually like unmute and start talking to everyone, it's fine.
I can't blame you on that. I think back in high school, this comes to us as a surprise to no one. And I mean it when I say this, but I used to be a theater kid.
Yeah, didn't surprise me. I thought you were.
Yeah. It's in the everything about me, you're kind of like theater kid. That's a theater kid right there. Did I do soccer in middle school? Yes. But we're not going to talk about that. But right before every show I was in, I think I just got like the anxiety shakes is what I like to call them. When you're just kind of like you have energy and you're like I kind of gotta like wiggle it out. And so
I did a musical in grade 4, and I was ensemble. Like, I wasn't even a lead. And I was so nervous beforehand, and we were all like running around and we were like shaking. We're like, oh my god, like chicken, or like half crying.
I can't lie. Back in like elementary school, which is like primary school, one of the earlier grades, we had to do a musical about the planets. And I was Pluto because I was the smallest kid in class. And then I found out Pluto wasn't a fucking planet. Heartbroken. My heart ripped out of my chest. I'm like, that's me. You said I don't exist.
Oh my god. Stop.
Apparently, I don't exist, Em. I'm sorry. You're talking to yourself. This is your stream.
Hey guys, welcome to the apric0tfuzz show.
Oh god, what? It just got so much louder. You were like, hello.
Yeah, I pulled my mic like much closer towards me.
Okay, let me see. What is an appropriate apric0tfuzz question for me? Because I feel like we've gone over some of these. This is a problem.
Point out that Lex said, Pluto is still a planet in my heart. Real.
In the heart on Pluto's ass, because Pluto does have a heart on its ass. It has a little heart crater in it. It's very cute. It exists to me because of that. Hearts are my favorite shape. Hearts are my favorite shape. They are my favorite. I can't help it. Suddenly you're M's mom. True?
Get prepared to get bullied then.
You're suddenly the younger sibling of M?
Real?
I don't know how that works because they were born before you, but it's fine.
No, it works. Don't worry about it. Don't stress.
Yeah, and what did they say in Doctor Who? Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. That. I'm a nerd. I am a giant nerd. But okay, so this happens to me a lot. But do you ever go in the zone when you're gaming, like on stream? Just like accidentally you go like silent. You're like, I'm in this.
Sometimes, which is kind of funny considering I don't take any of the games I play seriously, but I like space out a lot. You know, when you like do something, you just like space out, and you're like, whoa, and then like I'll space back in, and I'll be like, shit, like I've been ignoring like chat, like people have been trying to talk to me for like 15 seconds, like oh god. So it's less the game I'm playing and more I just get distracted easily. So occasionally, but not too often. Because,
I think what requires the most focus is parkour.
Parkour is like dead to me. No.
It's dead to you? But you're a parkour god.
I have a love-hate relationship with the server Hypixel because of it.
You are taking our CSGO comp?
I was actually taking the hide and seek very, very seriously. I was in the zone. If you looked, I didn't interact with chat ever. I was just focusing solely on getting the best hide seek. Nope, that wasn't good phrasing, but yeah.
The best hide seek, I get it.
Get the best hide seek.
Okay. You kind of went into this earlier, but what made you want to make content on Twitch specifically?
The community, definitely, and the way that people engage with chat, because yeah, I'm a person who bounces off other people a lot, you know, like I'm extroverted, I like talking, all that sort of stuff, and yeah, as I mentioned earlier, when I was younger, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I literally, even last year, like I sat down with a camera and I started like recording a video, but I was like, there's just something about it that like didn't feel right, and I think it was the lack of like, I guess, talking to other people, the lack of engagement thing, which made me want to do, live streaming. And I didn't even know that like YouTube had live streaming. So when I got involved with Twitch and stuff like that, I was like, okay, this is cool. This seems fun. I want to stream on this platform. Like this is where the party people at.
So you were like, I feel like YouTube streaming wasn't that big back then, so I can't really be like,
No.
oh, like, did you ever think about streaming on YouTube? Because while that was kind of an option, we didn't really see as many big content creators on there. Like right now, we know Valkyrie's over there, and we know, I think,
Right? Switch to YouTube?
she switched to YouTube a long time ago.
That explains so much, actually. I was
And I
wondering why
think
I hadn't seen any streams from
I
her in a
think
while.
Corpse went from YouTube streaming to Twitch streaming, yeah. And then I think Toast is on Facebook gaming, which is so out of left field if we're gonna be honest.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I don't know, but I feel like this is why I didn't involve it as a question, but I feel like a lot of us who ended up becoming streamers and like small streamers were like, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wanted to be on YouTube, like make content, and I'm like, I don't know if I can like rewatch my videos and just edit me talking to myself.
Wasn't even that part that like disregarded me for it now. Like if I'm looking at it now and I was like, if I was gonna start streaming, then I'd do YouTube or Twitch. I would still say Twitch, even with all like the issues of Twitch, because like the way you can find creators so easily on Twitch, like like rating, hosting, all that sort of stuff, like that is so much more appealing because it means that like I can support more people and other people can support me more in a much easier and accessible way because it's very like ingrained into the Twitch culture. Whereas on YouTube, I really watched like a couple YouTube streams, but like, is there a raid function on YouTube or anything like that? Like, I don't think so.
I don't think so, and I think they just added kind of like a subscriber system, which is like it's so like
for a while. Actually.
Yeah, it's like this year, I think, though.
I have no clue.
The join button I'm talking about, so I'm kind of like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, and YouTube and Facebook don't have BTTV. That's true.
Actually, they have 7TV now.
They added 7TV. That's true. But I feel like BTTV was like a big part of like I don't have to fill up my my little slots of emotes because there's these free ones that anyone could use and like goof off with.
Yeah, I think that BTTV and stuff like that are just like I don't know, they're more engaging and also like what like said, I just feel like Twitch chats are better. Like obviously, I'm biased as well, but like first of all, like the layout of Twitch chats is just like visually pleasing, like the different colors
for
and
sure
stuff like that. But it's easier to like recognize people, I feel. And also there's so many like Chrome extensions made specifically like for Twitch. So like obviously BTTV, FFZ, 7TV, that stuff, but also like the pronoun extension and stuff like that. Like channel points, all this sort of stuff. It's just that like it's kind of curated specifically for Twitch in a way.
Oh, I feel like there's also a really good point in what Sushi is saying right now. You, like, as a Twitch streamer, you could mark your content as mature content so that younger people either they can't come in or they were amply warned about your content before they're like, yeah, I can watch it. Because it's like they can't really, you can't really do that, I feel, on YouTube because there are channels you can hide from younger kids, but it's harder to grow that way because, the recommended page is how a lot of people find content creators that are smaller. Like, I think, for the most part, the content creators that I found that are smaller, I found through, like, either recommended page or my friends showing me them. Like, I found all of the Lilac Lesbians through you guys. And it's kind of like, I really wouldn't have found them had it not been for Twitch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of the streamers, like my content creator friends and stuff like that, I've found through raids or through like just talking to someone in like a chat or something like that. And like I don't know, maybe like one of their friends will like use their like emote or something like that. And I'm like, oh, you stream? Like stuff like that. Or even other people rating, not even me, but just rating, yeah, like a streamer I'm watching or something like that. Like that's been a way I found a lot of content creators, and I don't think I'd have that on YouTube. So that's why I'm on Twitch and I stick to Twitch, even if like, you know, revenue splits or whatever are definitely a lot worse on Twitch. And like there's definitely issues with how Twitch as a company operates, but Twitch as a community is very, very welcoming and very, very like just good.
Yeah, Lex, good point. That is very accurate, actually. It does feel
Yeah.
more like a community on Twitch because you you saying the layout thing really got stuck in my head. I don't like how the live chat is with YouTube
Yeah.
because it either makes the player way too small or you can't see chat at all because you have it on a different mode.
Yeah, I don't know, the layout of applications is very important to me on like how much I'm gonna come back to it. So I really enjoy that. And yeah, Twitch is very like community based and stuff like that. And people are always making like ways to differentiate their community and like pointing out and stuff like that. Like something I did, for example, was like within the first couple of weeks of streaming, I was already like, guys, we're getting a subtweet name just so I can like refer to you all as one. Or like we're like having like a thing, like, yeah, we're the fruit basket, like welcome to the fruit basket, stuff like that. Because one, it's just fun to say, but also it invites people in, and it's like, okay, like you've just followed, cool, you're like a part of us now, you know what I mean? Like it invites people into a community and it kind of solidifies them as like you can have a place here. Whereas I don't know, I think that I don't know to what extent YouTube streamers do that and stuff like that. I honestly don't know enough about it. But yeah, I think the community of Twitch is really cool, and also like how you can have like teams and stuff like that. So you can like find like I've like what is it, HGB or whatever, like the speedrunners. Like I was watching like Switch or something like that, and then I went through and like followed like all of them. So I think that's a really cool aspect of Twitch.
Alright, so I don't think I have to ask you my if you support other small streamers questions, because clearly you do. You're always an active chat member as far as I've seen in like small streamers chats. I feel like I've seen people from our little friend group in content creators chats that like I'm just like in there watching their content, and then I see a familiar name and I'm like, where did you come from? How'd you get in here?
I mean, I think that I enjoy supporting my friends and stuff like that, because it's like me doing something as simple as like rating someone or shouting them out or something like that can, like, to me, I'm like, oh, like it'll take like 5 seconds. Like it's not a big thing. But when I do that for my friends, like that can make someone's whole day. Like even especially if it's like another smaller streamer and stuff like that. Like if someone's like pushing for affiliate, for example, and then like we like rate them. Like last night we did that. Like yeah, like we rated someone who'd rated me a lot in the past called Joshua, and he was like so much like, oh my god, like thank you, thank you, thank you. Like it could just make me feel so happy. So it's like I don't know, like why would you not? And it's funny to me because like some of my friends will just like type in my Twitch chat, and then I'll be like oh my god, like this person, this streamer, like go follow them now. Like I'll just say hi and I'll be like, this is my favorite person, you should follow them. Like I'm always trying to, you know, shout out other people and like spread some of the love.
You're like, this is my favorite person of the moment. Go follow them now.
Exactly. Like, there was a period of time, I still do it sometimes, whenever AO spoke in my chat, I would make sure everyone would go follow AO, because AO did, like, the first ever fan art I've received of me was from AO, and it was, like, the coolest thing. And, like,
I love that piece of fan art. It's so cute. And it's such a good memory.
It is. So like whenever Ayer like speaks my drought, I'm always like, this, do you not know Ayer? You should know Ayer.
If you don't know Ayer, learn.
Exactly. Also, I found it funny that Ivy and Sushi are being like Emma's everywhere, because I feel like I don't even spend that much time on Twitch.
So you're everywhere. Like I feel like any streamer that we have in common, I have seen you in their chat for like a good minute.
Probably.
Also, on the topic of raids for small streamers, I think legitimately, I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating, I did cry the first raid I got. I nearly cried my eyeliner off. I was just like, hold on, I need to clean myself. I was like, thank you so much for the raid. And it was just like, I think it was like a friend I had made on TikTok as well.
My first raid, my like stream crashed like 30 seconds after, but my first raid was actually Zeshi, which was really cool. And then I
Zeshi,
got
our beloved.
yeah, and I was so happy. I messaged Zeshi afterwards because also yeah, when I first did stream, I would always message people after like when they raid me and stuff like that, and I still do it if it's like a friend or something like that. But it took me a while to realize that that's not like what everyone does.
You're like, wait, this is revolutionary. Holy.
Yeah, people don't like message everyone thanking them for the raid. I was like, oh well, okay.
I think I did the same thing for like the first two, and I was like, make sure you go follow them. Like they're so nice. They were kind enough to rate us and like show my content to their chat. Like they felt like I was okay to raid.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because when you what's leaving me? Oh no. Okay. Well,
Wait,
I'm
read
just
what
done
Sushi said.
the third.
It's the cutest thing.
And it was actually my first Twitch raid. No shot, Sushi. Let's go. Let's go. I'm happy. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. I get the title of like first person to raid. Also Sushi underscore. Let's go, big wings.
Sushi, our absolute beloved.
But Sushi, your art in your streams is so much fun. Oh my god. And let's fucking go real.
I think I literally every time I'm watching a sushi stream, I end up drawing. I'm like, I feel inspired. Hold on, let me pull out my little art book and just start drawing.
Fair, as you should, as you should.
And this is kind of a common question, I feel. Like, it's always varied how it's asked. But does your stream have any sort of theme song in your eyes? Because some people will have, like, you know, Boomer has his closing time that everyone will recognize as, like, oh, that's our cue to leave. There's, Spoink has Shivers time, where she will start playing Shivers at any hype moment. So do you have any theme song for your channel or like Crab Rave?
Crab Rave.
I always see the little emote when you start a stream. It's like
Crab Rave. It's Crab Rave. It's Crab Rave.
It was just so instant. It was such an instant answer. Your Crab Rave.
And then Crab Rave. But yeah, it's definitely Crab Rave because the emotes are just like in my starting in BRB screens, but also because of the 12-hour stream.
Oh my god. The Crab Rave. I remember the time that I used the wrong emote and you and Jess were both like, I can't believe you used the wrong emote.
Yeah, we actually flamed you.
Yeah, I know, I was there. That was me. Yes, but okay, yes. Is streaming how you thought it is it going how you thought it would be going as a small content creator?
No. Absolutely not. I thought that I would be streaming to like 2 people and then I'd eventually get bored of it and just stop doing it. Like I didn't really think like I was like I'm gonna give it a shot, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I did not think that I would be like where I am now. I didn't think I'd have like a Discord. I didn't think I'd have people who could like sub to me. I don't know. I just no. Not how I thought it would go in the slightest.
Can I bring up my little proud of you speech and how I knew you could do it? I remember the first time I said that to you, you're like, stop it. And I was just like, why? You're like, stop it.
I think I threatened like bodily harm.
I think you literally said, I'm gonna threaten bodily harm. like
I think I said that I was like gonna stab you or something. I was like, no, stop that.
You're like, enough. 1v1 me in Minecraft, let's go. I'm just like, I'm sorry.
You're like, God, I was trying to be nice. Like, what the fuck?
But okay, so this question, I'm gonna rephrase it because you're affiliated. And that's kind of the next question. But do you think you're ever going to do like a push for partner, or like, do you want to push for partner anytime soon?
Stage where I think that like partner is something that I'm gonna get very soon. I guess because like the viewer average for partner is like 75 or something, so not anytime soon at least, but maybe one day. The thing is, I know there's a lot of people in my community who think pushes to partner are really cringe. So I would have to decide if I actually wanted to do an explicit push for partner. But yeah, not anytime soon, I don't think.
I kind of side with you on the push for partner boat about how it's kind of cringe. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I'd support someone who's trying to go for their dream. Like, a few of the Lilac lesbians are doing their own pushes for partner
Mm.
right now, which I'm like, I'm gonna go lurk in a chat. I'm gonna be supportive, especially because today it is Lesbian Awareness Day. I'm pretty sure is the correct name for it. I could be
International Lesbian Day.
that one. I was like, why am I saying awareness? Why am I saying awareness? It's not awareness.
Be aware.
Be aware, they're there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, personally, I don't mind push for partners and stuff like that. I think they're cool, but I know a lot of people don't like them because they think it like puts too much focus on like goals, like Twitch goals and stuff like that. But personally, I think that like regardless of your opinions on like the actual way that Twitch does like partner and affiliate and stuff like that, I still think that like push for partners and stuff like that are cool because it's fun to like know someone's trying to achieve something so you can like actively support them and do that. But personally, I'm not really near the push for partner category, so not for a while.
I think my one thing about it is that it's kind of like, okay, but once you achieve it, where do you go from there?
Exactly, exactly. And that's something that I kind of realized when putting goals that are, I guess, achievable or goals that are like, you know what I mean? Like numbers and stuff like that, is that once you reach that, you're like, okay, what's next? And I think you'll always feel somewhat dissatisfied because if you're not actively doing something and actively reaching things, like you're gonna be like, oh, like, like I should be like I partner, like what do I get after this? Like, okay, like I hit partner, time to reach for like 10K or 20K or 30K. It just goes on and on and on, you know what I mean? Like you never feel fully satisfied.
I get that. I feel like I'd also want more of a natural fall into a partnership with Twitch
Mm,
because then you don't have really like, it's okay to have a sub goal, but once you start needing a goal, that is when it starts to become like an issue, I feel.
think that it's completely fine to set goals and stuff like that. Like I have no issue with streamers doing that, and like I personally have like some goals for myself and stuff like that. But I think that if you base your self worth off something that is a number, you're going to feel dissatisfied at some point when your growth doesn't continue to be like as exponential. You know what I mean? Like you're eventually going to feel dissatisfied. So it's like personally, I'm trying to like I have some goals and some like points that I'm like I would love to reach this, but I try and make my content and the things that I enjoy getting out of my content more the experience, the feelings, like the enjoyment I get from streaming, and less so like, oh cool, bigger number. Because otherwise, yeah, if I'm not getting the same amount of like followers or subs and stuff like that, like it's just a way to like make yourself upset, I guess.
Like you said earlier, the analytics Andy kind of thing. Like you don't want to look at your
Yeah.
numbers too much.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like I definitely have a hard time not looking at my analytics, but like the past like 3 streams, I haven't. And like that's not a big deal or anything, but I was like happy with that. I was like, okay, like I'm proud of myself, like I didn't look at it because just looking at it, like it makes you stress, you know?
Yeah, I remember I think there was a period in time that I was solely growing off Twitch, and like I still kind of am, but I'm still reaching out like via like Twitter and everything. Not necessarily TikTok because that's not really my medium, I feel. But
Mm.
there was a period in time that I was solely based on Twitch, and I remember being so discouraged if I saw that number like fall. And I was just like, I
Yeah.
just need to get affiliate, so like I need like 3 average viewers. And then I eventually got there, but that was after I stopped really paying attention to the number, I feel.
Yeah. Um Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because personally, I would rather have more, I guess, like active people in my community, more active chatters, more people actively engaging my content than I would prefer to have a bigger number, if you know what I mean. Because like the reason I stream isn't for like financial reasons. It isn't for like clout reasons. It's just because I want to vibe and have fun. So yeah.
Speaking of your stream, do you want to
Mhm.
do a little self promo? Like, what kind of games do you play on stream? I know I kind of went over them earlier,
Mhm.
but what kind of games do you play?
I'm a variety question mark streamer, as
Question
I
mark
like to
needed.
put it. Pardon?
The question mark is needed.
It is. It is a variety question mark. It's in progress, but Minecraft, Stardew, and FPS like Mallow and CS:GO is kind of what I'm doing the most at the moment. Um, Honestly, I just play games that I don't really have to pay attention to, so I can just talk to people and have fun.
I feel like
But
that's
also
the
games that I
opposite
can.
with Valorant, though. I feel like Valorant, you have to be in
Valorant's
the game.
that's the exception, and that's why because I like playing those games off stream, but I haven't really figured out how to balance it on stream. If you get what I mean. But yeah, I play games. I vibe. We have chats. But I also do games that I like. am genuinely interested in. So if like there are less people and stuff like that, or people are more fond of lurking, then I can just like do my little thing.
That's
But yeah, I
true.
would say because I'm in the Minecraft community, regardless of what games I play. But yeah, Minecraft, CS/Valor, and Stardew are the main ones.
Now, are there any my voice? Are there any gaming franchises that you'd like want to start up? Like any ones that like you like the Telltale kind of thing, like how they have, the Batman kind of series. They have Tales of the Borderland, they have Wolf Among Us, like they have a lot of story games. So like any kind of games that you've been wanting to get into or play on stream like in particular?
Not specifically. I'm gonna be completely honest because I find story-based games really challenging. So there aren't any that have really like stuck out to me at the moment. I considered playing Undertale on stream, and then I remembered how difficult the final battle is, final boss is, and I was like, you know what, never mind.
Here's a little cheat for Undertale. It actually saves your progress on the last battle.
Yeah,
So like that is a saving grace. I'm like, oh, thank God, I can save
true.
all these people and be fine. I honestly, I know it is the longest route because it is 8 hours long, but the pacifist route is my go-to no matter what. I cannot play the genocide route. I can't do it. It hurts
I've
me.
only played pacifist route, but I've seen Bunny play genocide route.
Oh my God. Oh my God, the genocide route. I'm just like, just thinking about Undertale always like takes me back to like high school.
Fair, fair. It takes me back to Dan and Phil personally. So,
Oh my God. And they still make content. I
yeah,
accidentally
Dan and Phil games was the thing.
I accidentally killed Toriel the first time I played Undertale and I said, Lex, I'm so
No.
sorry. No, and some people didn't even know it was an option that you could spare her. Because
Oh
it's
my
not really
god.
like written in. You kind of have to go through the battle and she spares you. And it's just kind of like, that's heartbreaking. I'm like, Toby Fox. First you wrote most of the music from my childhood, and now you're breaking my heart as a teenager.
I miss
Okay,
Dan and Phil games. So do I, Lex. Don't worry.
what do you think, like, as far as you can remember, what was the first game that you played?
Uh, on the old PlayStation, there was this Scooby Doo like mystery game type of thing, kind of story thing, which is kind of ironic. But
Ironic as we were just talking about it.
yeah, I can't remember what it's called. I've been trying to figure it out. I feel like it's a fever dream, but it was the Scooby Doo game, and it was really good.
I feel like I also have a game like that I'm like, I remember it, but dear God, do I remember it?
I'm gonna Google. Wait, Scooby Doo game PS2. I think it was.
Did you find it?
I think yeah, I did. Yeah, it was on the PS2. That's why I couldn't. Oh yeah. Um, Scooby Doo. Okay, wait. I've got.
The
It's called
childhood is getting unlocked.
Night of 100 Frights.
Of one. Okay. Hold on.
It's on the PS2. That's why I couldn't find it
I'm
when I
looking
looked
it
it
up.
up.
I'm looking it up.
Oh no, First Frights. Wait. I think it was First Frights actually. Yeah, it was First Frights. My bad.
Oh my god. I think okay, I can't even lie. I think my first game was like Pets on the computer. Like the old dinosaur computer.
This is the first game I remember. But it's very old, I think. It's on the PS2, so I would assume so.
Do we all have like an obscure game that we remember? Because I swear there was a game that like it was in Bikini Bottom, and like I just remember driving around the chum bucket is what I remember. And like you had to fight aliens, I want to say. I don't know, like it's weird. I'm like, did I dream that or was that a thing? I was a very imaginative child. It could have been fake. Could have just been me.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if the Scooby-Doo game was actually real or not, but turns out it is, so that's exciting.
Speaking of old things, this is an obligatory question because, you know, I feel like everyone has an answer to it because it is so, like, encompassed in our lives, but what is your favorite Disney movie?
This is so embarrassing because
Oh no.
I didn't grow up watching Disney. So I don't look.
Oh no.
I Cinderella was my favorite. That was like the one I watched when I was younger. But I didn't really watch Disney.
That's fun,
really funny
but like,
to me
just in
like,
case,
oh.
just in case. Disney owns like almost everything. I'm pretty sure you could throw a dart and land on a Disney movie that you enjoy.
Do you mean like specific Disney as in like princesses and stuff, or just general Disney?
No,
like,
just general Disney. So you can be like,
okay.
You can say Hocus
Marvel.
Pocus, because that counts.
Can I say Marvel?
You can say a Marvel movie.
Okay, well, not growing up then, but I'm a big enjoyer of the Iron Man movies. They're a fave.
Honestly, I'm not sure I expected that. I would have
Really?
I would have figured you for like more of a Thor movie, not the second one. We're not going to talk about the second
The third one. Well, my
But
favorites
Ragnarok's
are,
so good.
My favorites are Iron Man 3, Thor Ragnarok, so yeah, The Winter Soldier, and Black Widow, I'd say. Black Widow was amazing. Oh my goodness.
I honestly have not watched it myself. I need to set aside the time. It's just I keep getting busy with like stream and I'm like for a lot of the release it was out in theaters here and I'm like we're in a panoramic. I don't know.
Didn't have lockdown at the exact time Black Widow was released. So I saw Black Widow, but I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet, which upsets me.
I need to go watch that, or I need it to be on Disney Plus soon, as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But
well,
honestly,
Black Widow's on Disney Plus now, which is exciting.
it's so odd to me that I could be like, yeah, you could literally say any movie that is owned by Disney, technically a Disney movie. I think you can say a lot of the Pixar films too, because they kind of work hand in hand.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
And we're being nerds now. We're just being nerds now. So is there like any like quote unquote nerdy hobby that you have? Because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I have lightsabers, and I know how to use them, like you've seen.
I would say reading, probably. I mean,
Percy
Also,
Jackson, you mean?
well, that's definitely one part of it, but reading and writing as a whole, like I genuinely enjoy essays occasionally. Yeah, I was literally in debate. Enough said. Shut up, Lex.
You're
I'm
in
so
debate?
yeah. I do school and house debating.
I can't lie, no, I do actually love to debate with people. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely debate, not like we're arguing. No, I mean like,
No, like structured debates.
yeah, like structured debate. Like, I loved it. Like, when we used to do like Socratic seminar in class,
Ooh.
that was like my
Yeah.
favorite thing. I was like, give me something to talk about. I'm about to destroy these people's minds.
But yeah, my nerdy thing would definitely, yeah. Reading, writing, I genuinely enjoy like essays and stuff like that if it's a topic I'm interested in. Um, Public speaking as well. It's a love-hate relationship. I love speaking. I have anxiety. We see what we can do.
You're like,
But
before the
yeah.
speech, can't talk to me. During the speech, I'm on fire.
Yeah, it's frustrating because like mentally I'll be prepared to speak and stuff like that, but my body will still like shake and stuff, which is really annoying because like it's not actually me being nervous. Like I actually enjoy public speaking. But like it just gets in the way, honestly. Is the easiest way to explain it. It just gets in the way. But I've gotten better now at just like controlling that stuff, which is good and helpful, especially because I'm gonna have to make a lot of speeches next year.
Oh my goodness. Um, this is kind of I feel like I shouldn't ask this question. It's very much what we've been doing. But my chat and I constantly get derailed from conversations. Have you ever had to rerun what you've been saying to make sure you're still on subject?
No, never, not once, ever. No,
Oh
literally.
no,
Yeah.
never?
Anyways, on another note, but yeah, literally last night we were having a conversation about like nuanced queer experiences, and then I got a raid, and then I died, and then I was like, okay, shit, everyone resend your messages, like.
You're like, wait,
Yeah.
bring up the queer debate again, please.
Yeah, I was like, guys, I was enjoying that. Come back. But yeah, literally all the time.
I'm such a little chismosa. I'm like, I kind of want to know what it was about, like the gist of it, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like I know what it
The
is.
discussion last night?
Yeah.
Oh, it was kind of we were just talking about like being queer at school, coming out, that sort of stuff, like the struggles like queer students face and also just like queer identity stuff in general. About like, educating other people, bigotry, stuff like that. Rain just the worst message I think I've ever read in my entire life in chat. But
Dear
yeah,
God,
it was
you're
a
a
really interesting
mod.
conversation. But it was a really interesting conversation. I highly recommend, like, even if you just see him through the bot and have a look at some of it. But it was very fun. Well, not fun, interesting is a better word.
Ivy, my dad is literally from Mexico. I hope I speak Spanish to some extent. Days. Oh God. I know this is off topic and so like on topic with this question, but Days, my little sibling, will literally, if you speak Spanish around them and they're in like the right like state of mind, they will just switch into Spanish and only respond in Spanish. And I'm like, please, I need you to talk to the team. You're speaking Spanish. You're talking shit to them in Spanish. I need you to come back to me. I can't be translating for these men in this lobby
You're
that
like, I
we're
don't want to
playing.
be responsible for this.
No, because like, she just yells like motherfucker and like just swearing out the wazoo, and I'm like, please, child, oh my God, I raised this. How did I raised this somehow?
No.
But yeah, I am Latina. I don't know the specific term that I'm supposed to use for myself, honestly. But my dad always uses like various ones, and I'm like, that's me. But
PPG.
I think the funniest bit about me being Mexican is the fact that I get my skin tone from my dad, who is the one from Mexico. So I'm very pale.
No.
And I'm like, Dad, how did this happen to us? How did this happen to us? And I've got told that I don't look like I'm Mexican at all. I got told that I look like I'm from an Asian country under Russia. And I was like, I don't agree with that, but
Such an odd thing to say as well.
and I'm also like,
It's like,
buddy, do you know
us?
what used to happen back in the day?
Oh god.
I'm sure that has an impact on it.
Yeah.
And now, whole new subject, because again, I wrote these questions as if I was having a conversation with someone, which, you know, tends to be my thing.
Mm.
This is a strangely controversial topic.
Oh.
What is your favorite cereal?
Oh. Nutri-Grain. Yeah.
You like Nutri-Grain? That's one I've
Yeah.
actually never heard as a favorite.
Because, well, it's just good. It's consistent. Either that or like those cereals that have like oat clusters in them. No, oh, not oat clusters, honey clusters. There's a type of like it starts with like C. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't had them in ages. I
Dry
don't know what the-
Nutri-Grain is better?
Yeah, it is.
Wait, is that what you ate on stream that you were like, I'm
Yep.
not gonna eat dry cereal this time? And then
Yeah,
it ended up getting soggy on stream.
Yeah, the one that was like, ignore the fact I'm eating soggy cereal, and then also a 12-hour stream, I ate it with a
Honey Bunches of Oats? Is it that one? Or is it close to
No.
that one?
No, not in the slightest.
Honey
I will
Bunch.
Google it. I have no idea what Honey Bunches of Oats sounds good. I need to not move forward when I Google things because it means that like my webcam just goes on like my forehead. Okay.
It's
I will Google
fine.
this while we
I deal with what we in the industry know as five head. I have a large forehead for my face.
Yeah, I got bangs, so
I kind of embrace it. I'm like, should I just get a wolf cut though?
I'm actually going to get a wolf cut, so you should. We can match. Also, it's
We can
called
match
Crunchy
wolf
Nut. It's called Crunchy Nut. I found it.
I feel like don't ever tell Jess that.
Wow.
Jess in particular, I feel should not know that information.
But it's really good. I haven't had it in years. Actually, I should go get it.
Honestly,
stream. I'm gonna.
You talking about like the cluster, right? That reminds me of these like this candy that I had one time. That it was like, it was called a vanilla cluster because it was like vanilla, white chocolate, almond, I want to say, and then like graham cracker, just like all into one thing. It was like covered in like the white chocolate and vanilla flavoring. Best thing I've ever had.
That
like
sounds
ever.
So good, but I just like cannot picture it in my mind.
It's so weird to like, if you look it up, I can guarantee it does not look like what you think it looks like. It's like, it's such a like weird specific thing.
Fair.
And I feel like this is really a funny question considering we just kind of brought up one of them. But do you have a stream drink and snack combo? Like with me, I literally have Ruffles and I have water, and that's what I have during stream. I'm just like, this is just in case.
I always have Pepsi Max and water. And then I tend to not eat on stream a lot, but the thing I eat on stream most consistently is Nutri-Grain for some reason. I don't know why. It's
just
not
have
like
a bowl.
Morning streamer. I'm not even a morning streamer. It's like I start streaming at 8 p.m. or like 3 p.m. So
cereal. Hey, honestly, cereal is good at any time. I feel. Like
Yeah,
I
fair.
genuinely feel like I love cereal at any given time. Also, Rain, I love like, what are they called? The like.
Weet-Bix.
The little cubes that are like Wheat Boys and they have like frosting on them. Are they wheat? No, they're not Wheat Thins. That's a whole different thing. There's like a cereal that's like that, and like I love it.
Fair.
The Aussie time zone, Sag. Frosted Mini Wheats, that's it. Love them. One of my favorite cereals.
How did you just pronounce the word before time zone?
Aussie?
Okay.
I know it's not!
Aussie.
I know!
Like Aussie
I read it
rice.
phonetically. I read things phonetically. It's how
hate the
it's how
strong
I
S.
learn. Here, I'll say
hate the
Aussie.
strong- Yeah, it's just, yeah, Rain's right. There's no S in it. It's Aussie.
Honestly, kind of better for me. Because I have a lisp. Kind of works out better. Aussie.
It's spelled that way, but it's pronounced Aussie. It's like,
I feel like I knew
Melbourne.
that, and I just, like, automatically, I was like, I need to read phonetically.
It's there's a lot of words though, like Australian words are just pronounced like weirdly in other countries. Like Melbourne, the city I live in, a lot of Americans pronounce it like Melbourne.
No, I say Melbourne. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
kind of, you
Melbourne.
have to say like that. But I feel like it's because of, like, Ross O'Donovan. Because he's from there, and he was, like, he's, like, an animator that was, like, a big part of my growing up. Because he animated a lot of, like, the side projects that I watched. So I saw him and how he pronounced it, and I was like, Melbourne.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, Mel and Bin. Yeah, literally, Rain knew what I was gonna say. People with American accents always say Melbourne so differently, and how do we say it? Yeah, I saw this TikTok, and it was like things you need to know so you don't look like a tourist in Australia. And it was like, don't compare Sydney to Melbourne, and I was like, don't say Melbourne. Like step one, like.
See, you say that, like, they're giving, like, tips about it, and it's like, I don't know, your accent, bro, it's gonna give you away.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you sound like a yeehaw. It's not gonna work.
I'm not gonna say Macca's. I'm saying McDonald's.
No, Macca's.
No, it was so, okay.
Macca's.
One of my
Macca's
friends,
run.
one of my friends who I want to get on the show eventually, he has an Australian mod. And she was like, we were like going back and forth a little bit between each other, and she like called me little kid or something. And I'm like, first off, I can drink. And then secondly, I was like, why don't you go down and get yourself some Macca's for breakfast or something? I don't know. And she's like, why don't you buy it for me? And I'm like, see, that's your argument's over. You asked.
Yeah, well, Rain said it's funny because a lot of people like think it's just like a little cheeky like slang thing we do, but like our signs, yeah, like a lot of McDonald's signs will just say Macca's. Like,
don't read sushi stuff. Don't read sushi's comment.
I saw it and I laughed and kept going.
All right, bye, Kavak. Have a good time doing whatever you're gonna do, bud. I feel like this is a given. McDonald's. Is it like No, okay. People will spell it McDonald's, and I'm like, it's McDonald's. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, did you not see how we removed every U from, like, flavor and, like, certain words like that? Like, color doesn't have a U because we just didn't have enough printing press money. We're like, that's expensive.
I was about to say. It's literally capitalism is the reason why Americans spell badly.
The only reason we spell this way is because we're like, that's money though. Let's just get rid of it. We don't need it. We get it. And so I'm just like, McDonald's.
Also, what Rain said, the reason why Australian slang is like very different to other countries is because we just shorten everything and we make everything easy to say. Like if I'm saying like in the afternoon, I'm gonna say the savo. Like breakfast, brekkie. Like we just make it shorter. You know, we're efficient. We're going quick. So like, yeah, I would never say McDonald's because I can just say Macca's. Like,
if New York was
ways.
a country, fast paced, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of the same because like I was telling you about like different dialects of Spanish, how like certain words do not mean the same thing, and like me and my friend were talking about like proper Spanish and how you people, especially I feel like in Britain and the UK, like you guys like and like Australia, you're taught Spain Spanish. You're not taught like anyone else's version of Spanish. So you have a lot of like the proper words, and it's like that's not the same over here. That shit is shortened down. So I get it. I do, but like at the same time, it's like I think it's just because we were raised saying it that we're like, this is what it is.
Yeah,
Because we were raised with it.
If everyone around you says something, you're like says like a certain term or phrase or something, like you'll probably pick it up as well. But it also depends what part of Australia you're in. Like even within Australia, like if you go like to like if we're in a city versus like in the outback, like people are gonna use much different slang. Even if you just go like Tasmania, which is a different state, like this Tasmanian slang that my family uses genuinely like blows my mind. I'm like, this is not like regular words.
I can only imagine how I would feel.
Yeah,
I feel like I just feel like
get confused, you would like because my entire family's from Tasmania. Like, and there's just so many like sayings, like they make sense, but you just don't expect them. Like, if someone's like something's useless, like one of my family members will be like, oh, like it's as useless as like an ashtray on a motorbike, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like what, like, or like you know,
my
when someone
head
says
went empty.
yeah, literally. Or like, you know, when someone's like putting their 2 cents worth, like a lot of my like Tassie family members say 2 bobs worth. Because the guy who used to be on like the cent coin or whatever, his name is Bob. Like it's just so in depth.
Like there's reasoning behind it, but you don't have the context for it, so you're like
Exactly. And like I don't know, there's a lot of things that like I can't tell what is and what isn't. Like I didn't come down in the last shower. I still don't know if that's a Tassie saying or an Aussie saying or none. Like I don't know.
I feel like just say it to someone from like a different region, see how they react. If it's confusion, you know.
Melbourne, and everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe it is a Tassie thing.
Going to my grandparents' house in a pretty oh god.
Oh, in Darwin, yeah, that'd be completely different.
See, like I know like America is or the United States because all of America is America, but we're not gonna get into that. But I know all over the U.S. there's like different slang. Why do I have so many messages? I'm worried now. I just saw peed on the tech. All right, he peed on the tech. That's fine. Like the technician, not any like equipment. Where he's fine.
I wasn't gonna question it.
He's fine. But kind of went into this a little bit. What kind of kid were you? Stop. Are you gonna eat? you just. Now I want one. Now I need to feel the sensation of it like untwirling. But what kind of kid were you in high school? Or are you in high school?
Because I'm still in high school. I don't know. You'd have to ask Rain and Hudson. Because
Rain.
They go to school with me.
Rain, are they a nerd?
But I don't really know. I would say that like I'd like to. I don't really know. Actually, yeah, I've got no clue. I'd like to think that I'm friends with like most people. But I'm not really sure.
Because I feel like it's always interesting. Like, you find out, like, there's, like, Minecraft streamers, the big ones, and they're like, oh yeah, I was a jock, and you're like, ha! Get out of here! You're not supposed to be part of this group!
Oh god.
We're a bunch of nerds over here!
I don't really know, because it's not, I don't really, like, I think that this could just be from my experience that I don't think Australian schools have that much like division of like jocks and stuff. Like at my school, like people who do sport also do music. You know what I mean? Like it's not like as clear defined. So I don't know what I would be considered as. Can Hudson or Rain like perceive me, please? Because like I don't know what I'd be like. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Like what? I don't know. Because like I can't like look back and be like like in my day like I was this because like no I'm still at school, so yeah, no one says jock here. I only hear that in like American media.
See, we don't even really use it. It's just like I think it's so funny like when you categorize yourself like just like with like the little like dumb labels that you're not doing seriously. Like I love me and my like little friend group that I had made from like a Star Wars Discord. We like taking like those like quizzes And
Yeah.
we recently did one that was like, what character in a horror movie would you be? I got final girl. I am the final girl. I'm the one that survives. But like it's always so like funny just to like have these like little things that you can like use to describe yourself. So like while jock is not used that often,
It's fun.
it's fun. Like it's so stupid. Like I said, I was like, I'm a theater kid because I'm like not really a theater kid. Like you can't really just describe me as a theater kid because you know I do art, I do music, I do like instruments. Like it's not the one thing, but it was like a major point in my life, and I did hang out with a lot of theater kids, which I regret.
I just genuinely don't know because I am involved in like I don't know. I'm involved in quite a few things. I don't know how I would pinpoint it because I can't just say like music because I don't like I also do like social action stuff and then I also just do like leisure stuff in general and then like public speaking. So I don't know. I don't know before I knew well you sort of just existed to me. Yeah, I don't know. I've got no clue like what like I guess like group I'd be considered to be in and stuff like that. But also like the friends in my
Oh, what?
oh god Bell's rating.
Hi, Belle. Welcome to the ghouls room.
Oh my god, Belle.
Oh
Hi,
my god.
Belle.
I got a Belle notice. Oh my god.
Hi, Bella. I was really sad because I saw Belle went live and I was like, I want to watch, but I can't.
You're like, I have an interview.
Yeah, I hope Belle. This isn't my stream. I'm taking over. Belle, what did
Oh
you
no.
do? Did you do your skin things? I want to know.
I'm gonna sit here looking cute. That's
Uh-huh.
what I gotta do.
Oh yeah, I just want to know if Belle did the skin thing or not.
Just Bella is
Sorry.
short. That's all we
Sorry, go
got.
back to doing your raid introduction.
Hello, welcome to the Ghouls Room. I hope your stream went well. This is just a little talk show that I'm doing for smaller streamers. So maybe I'll contact you about it. Maybe I'll contact you about it. But the gracious and famous apric0tfuzz, decided that they would grace me with their presence and be my first guest on this show. I also did run a lot of my stuff by them. I was like, what do you think? Do you think this is a good idea?
Yep, good.
Yeah, like, that's actually amazing. I love that. And I was like, okay. And Jess helped me decide the name. I can't lie. Like, Jess is such a little, like, hard worker with it, too. I think I said, like, I'm having a brain fart. And the one that I want to go with sounded too close to a different interview type show. So I was like, I don't want to do that. It feels wrong. And then ran to a random name generator and found like a bunch of options. And I was like, what about the Ghouls Room? Like the girls' room from the Amanda Show.
I'm not gonna lie, my username is from a random word generator, so
They work. But how is your
they do.
stream? What were you doing? I hope you had fun. And welcome to us talking.
Yes.
We kind of dipped into this when I mentioned you were making MC skins.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see them. Might have to go peep the stream later. But kind of dipped into this when we were talking about you hitting on robots.
Don't phrase it like that.
Hitting on robots. But are you a believer in like astrology or like, you know, spiritual kind of things? And like to what kind of extent? Are you just like an enjoyer? You're like, I see the practices and like that's cool, but like you're not like super into it? Or like, you know, like, oh, I know my zodiac sign and like I think it's fun to see like how people are like, this is what this zodiac sign is like. You know, you're already talking about compatibility, so.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I don't know. I haven't really looked into anything too seriously, but I enjoyed like I used to use CoStar before I found out that CoStar credit was horrible, but I used to like check my like daily like horoscopes and stuff like that. Not because it was anything like serious, but just because I enjoyed it. Like it's fun. You know, I don't know them anymore, but I used to know like all my like my like ascendant sign and like all this other stuff. But like yeah, I don't remember it anymore. But I don't know. I just think it's fun. I think it's enjoyable. Yeah, what Rain said, I look up like star sign compatibility with like friends and stuff like that. It's a joke.
You're like,
Past like relationships, I've like looked up our compatibility and stuff like that. So yeah, it's fun.
I think the only reason, I can't lie, I think the only reason I know my, like, 4 of my houses, I want to say they're called, is because, I like to call myself the Avatar. Because I have 4 different, like, types of signs. Like, my main one is a Taurus. My sun is a Taurus. Which is, like, you know, born in May. And then, I think rising is Cancer. Moon is Sagittarius, and what is it? Mercury is like Gemini, and these are all like different, like, what is it called? Element. And so I'm like, I am the Avatar. I'm the Avatar. It's me.
It's you. It is. Really true.
Hello, I am the reincarnated Avatar. I think this is a pretty good. But they have elements? Yeah! Like an earth sign or an air sign, fire sign, water sign. So I'm like, Avatar.
Oh yeah, fair.
I have 2 fire sign parents. How did I end up this mellow?
You're quirky. What can I say?
Just a little quirky? 2 ads, BRB. I feel like that's the only star sign related thing I did. Honestly, I get that. I do get that. But I do have automatic ads on just because I'm like, I don't want to have to do it.
Yeah.
I personally don't want to have to, like, set those, but, like, honestly, I do dabble in Minecraft skin making, so I think I am gonna check out that stream. It might give me some inspo. I want to wait for rain, because I know that it is currently, you know, ad time. And I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on with them.
I'll eat my chocolate. Wow.
The one you already unwrapped. You made your current ones? Honestly, I really do like your current ones that you have. Like, I think they're really cute. Okay, so Rain is back. Poggies, as they said. What keeps you going with streaming? Like, because you said that you didn't know if this was going to be, like, a thing that you actually got into and kept doing.
No, there's not really anything specific. I just think everything, if that's even possible. I think the biggest motivator for me is when people like come into my chat and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, like I'm having a really bad day. So like, thank you for streaming. I really appreciate it. Stuff like that, because it makes me feel like, oh, like the stuff that I'm putting out there is actually stuff that people not only enjoy, but like appreciate and like find confidence and stuff like that. So I find that very motivating. The thought of like me doing my thing and, you know, fucking around for a couple hours can actually like make someone feel a lot better.
The tiny boy is home. He has entered my room. He's just gonna go to sleep on the floor, I guess.
Good for him. Good for him.
But I think, yeah, honestly, I think I remember one person had told me, you're my comfort streamer. And I was like, I'm sold. I gotta keep doing this. I'm sold. I have to.
Yeah, definitely. Because like it's like the smallest messages, and like they like people will just like type them in like 5 seconds, but it'll actually like stick with me for like the longest time.
It's like the comment that people made on compliments, like, insults they hurt, but you kind of get over. But like someone tells you a compliment and that sticks with you. Like you remember it.
Yeah, I think especially with like stuff related to like content creation, like it's just so appreciated. Because it's nice to have like, you know, feel like people are like, oh, actually, like this is something that people do actually appreciate, you know? Like it's not for nothing.
And you mentioned, right? You said that you still kind of get nervous before streams. So what is like your way that you motivate yourself to press the go live button?
send it because it's just like I don't know. I always get anxiety and nerves and stuff before anything that requires any form of anticipation whatsoever. So when I'm like opening StreamLabs OBS and I'm like I feel like ill, like I just put the music on and I press go and I'm like I just can't think about it. I'm not thinking about it. Like I just do it. Like
Anyone compliments me, that shit is instantly a core memory. I felt that. I felt that in my soul. Like, I went over it on stream. Like, I got called creepy when I was younger. But, like, I remember I found this guy told me that I was beautiful. And he couldn't place why. He was like, I don't know why. He's like, you're beautiful. And I was just like, stuck. Instant locked in. That's gonna feed me on bad days, baby.
Yeah. Core memory.
Core memory time? It's core memory time? And okay, I do ask this because half it is a question that I wrote down, and half I am genuinely concerned. But it's hard times, as we are, in a bundle, say. Yes, I'm gonna keep using different P words for it. It's fine. We're in a photocopy right now. Do you let yourself... Yeah, we're in a Pringles can. But do you let yourself genuinely rest between streams? Like, you're not doing little things to boost your stream. You're just like, are you just resting?
Look. I've gotten better.
Oh no.
Like this week I was like, okay, now I'm back at school and stuff like that. I'm most likely gonna stream like every second day. Like I'm not gonna have the expectation of doing daily streams because I just kind of like can't do that. But I find it difficult to like let myself like rest and just like calm, you know what I mean? Because even if I'm like not streaming on Twitch, I'll be on Twitch in some form. So I'm constantly like doing things, I guess, like related.
Oh my god.
Or like constantly planning like what do I want to do for next stream, like stuff like that. So I would say that I'm very bad at like wondering when do I need to take a break, when do I need to like just stop and ignore expectations and just like have some downtime. But I think that I'm getting better at it, but it's something that I've been working on like in general, like not even just
I am now going to make it my goal that whenever I know you are alive, I'm just gonna like go take a nap.
Like take a nap. Night, I was like planning to stream until like 11 and then I ended up finishing at like 11:40 and I was like, that's better. In the past we've gone till 2.
Okay, do you want to know the funniest bit about that? Yeah. I legitimately had just woken up and you ended stream and I was like, no, my watch streak. The one I can't keep up with Jess anymore. I can't do it. My poor little watch streak. I did my best to keep that thing alive.
Fair.
It's fine. So I kind of brought up my nerdy thing, which is Star Wars. And you'll find no one hates Star Wars fans more than Star Wars fans.
Fair.
But do you have anything that you collect? Like I collect my lightsabers.
Not anymore. Not actively, I don't think. I used to collect rocks, gems, and minerals when I was younger. That was my thing. I was a rock kid. I had like a little subscription. But there's not really anything that I don't know. Can I say books? I have so many books. Holy shit, I need to read them. They're just staring at me. Actually, no. Records. I forgot. I collect records. There you go. I forgot. I'm looking around. I'm like, what do I collect? I collect records, yeah.
No, it's funny. You said, like, you're like, can I say books? And I just, like, I felt the need to just, like, kind of... I have a whole bookshelf right... They're up here now. I don't have space on my bookshelf. I need a bigger one.
No.
Are these Star Wars novels? Don't ask. Do I have the entire Percy Jackson series on my bookshelf? Don't worry about it.
Also, to a smaller degree, I collect comics. Because it's things that I like passively collect, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like it's just kind of like you just acquire it.
Yeah, so if we're talking that, then I would say records and comics.
Honestly, not a hot take. We know it is. We know it is. If you try to think about it logistically, it does not make sense.
I've watched about 5 Star Wars movies, and 3 of them were the prequels. So
I can't lie. Did Star Wars help make me realize I was bisexual? Yes. Listen, young Carrie Fisher, she was beautiful, and I was like,
True.
should I like her as much as I do? That's fine, right?
True. My brother is a Star Wars fan, so I've seen some because of that.
Every week? Oh no, see, I would not like it at that point. I would not like it at that point, and I am like a really big fan of it. So, I don't know what I would do at that point. Oh god. I think who would I be? I'm sitting on my leg.
A shell of a human.
Yeah, I wouldn't be me. I think would I have just latched onto Lord of the Rings only? Cause yeah, I also did Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, fair.
Like pretty much any nerdy thing except for Star Trek that you can think of, I probably was into as a child. And I'm like, honestly that's the case for a lot of kids that are like in our generation. We all kind of grew up on the same stuff, so it's really weird when people gatekeep it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we're all just a bunch of nerds.
Yeah, literally. Also, I refuse to gatekeep things when it comes to like books and stuff like that. Like, I will literally be like, do you want to borrow this book? I will drop it off. Give me a time and a location. I'll be there. I'll bring it.
Like we've talked about this before. We're like, I love recommending stuff to people. Like, genuinely, I love recommending stuff to people. And I love seeing like my favorite artists get bigger. Like Ricky Montgomery, I listened to him in 2016. He just got bigger. And I'm like, good, I get to hear my favorite songs more.
Someone who I listened to, not before they were like known, but before they were bigger, is Glass Animals. I used to listen to them in 2018, before like heat waves and all that stuff.
Wait, so do you know about like, what is it? Pork Soda, I think was the big one back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Because I think there was an animation meme that led me to that band. Like, I'm big in the artist community. I can't help it.
Yeah, fair. I found them because Spotify like recommended, like Discover Weekly. So
I don't think I look at my Discover Weekly. I think I found, honestly, I did find a lot of my artists that I listen to now through SoundCloud, because I used to be a SoundCloud kind of person.
Fair.
I don't know. But I think I either found like recommendations through people or SoundCloud. And gatekeeping, it doesn't make sense. I'm like, what, so you don't want them to be more encouraged with more fans?
Yeah, I understood that because I understand being like protective, like apprehensive, but fully just being like, you're not allowed to like the thing because I like it. I'm like, stop. Why?
Yeah, it's like, this is a thing. I can also enjoy it. You know that, right? Like, exactly. Again, Star Wars is something that is extremely heavily gatekept for no reason. I'm like, it's movies about fighting in space. They have magic. Okay, bro, I'm like, sorry, I guess I gotta go gatekeep, you know, Percy Jackson, sorry. You know. I was gonna say it, but then I was like, the author.
Yeah, fair.
Because, like, at least the Percy Jackson author, like, kind of listened to the fans and, like, was willing to learn more stuff. Because I was like, that's why. And that's why you're in my childhood. That makes sense now. It makes sense.
Yes.
I've already mentioned this because I made M answer the question on their stream. But I did take the godly parent quiz. And yes, I did get Aphrodite as my godly parent. And I'm like, aha, who's creepy now, jerks? Who's creepy now?
I'm an Apollo kid to no one's surprise.
No one's surprise. It's like, huh, no wonder you get along so well with people.
I forgot that. I was usually just thinking because poetry and music, but yeah, that works too.
Actually, could collecting stupid stuff you find in hard rubbish count as a collection? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what is it called? It's called like Goblin Core. I identify with that shit so much. You're like, I like this thing, it's mine now. It's my collection, don't touch it. Like, that's kind of how it feels, you know?
Very fair. Very fair.
And like, I've been playing music this whole time. It's just my little like love playlist that I have.
Mm.
So, do you have a favorite type of music? Like, you don't necessarily have to have one, but like, is there one that you listen to more?
Hmm.
And it could be general, because I know there's like punk, there's pop punk, there's like it's
Yeah.
like it's all kinds.
I would say the music I listen to the most is probably like alternative music, but I listen to like a range of pop rock, pop rock, commas in between. Um, um, alternative, occasionally punk, jazz sometimes, and whatever you call that like specific like 80s music. But yeah,
What is it
so
called? I
I
mean, I just call it 80s music too, so I'm like,
yeah. So I don't know. I listen to quite a lot of music, not gonna lie.
if it
But
has
yeah, I
synth in
would
it,
probably
it goes
listen
kind of
to
crazy.
true. But yeah, I would probably say just like alternative is what the most of them fall under. But yeah, yeah.
Cause like personally, I'm like, I think mine would also be alternative, just because it's kind of like what I tend to listen to the most. But
Yeah.
I feel, and like this is kind of like into our discussion of like why gatekeep. People will gatekeep liking all sorts of music. They're like, I'm different. I like all kinds of music. And it's like, that's not different. That's just enjoying music.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like, I
mean, I
have
don't know
country
if
artists I listen to. What the heck?
exactly. I don't
Don't
even
call
know if
me a
I would
yeehaw
say
for that.
well, you're American, so
Nah.
you is a given. So yeah. But I wouldn't even say that alternative is my favorite, but it's probably just the one I listen to the most. So
Fair, fair. So do you have a
mm-hmm.
favorite song of the moment?
Crab Rave. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Not again.
I'm not sure. I've honestly been listening to a weird amount of Pitbull recently, which could be a sign of mental illness. I'm not too sure. But
I was about to
maybe
ask your
hotel
favorite
room.
artist right after this too, just Pibble.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. My Spotify Wrapped is gonna be so bad.
Crab Rave, Pitbull, specifically, what is it, hotel room service?
Yeah, actually, I know my most listened to song from this year, and I'm just ignoring it.
What it,
It's Mask.
Mask by Dream?
Mask by Dream, yeah.
I
Because I looped it when it came out, and now it's my most listened to song.
So like a thing I do is when there's a mosquito in my room, which is more often than you'd think, I will grab this and put it on, and if anyone asks about it, I will start playing Mask.
Fair.
I will
Fair.
start playing Mask. Must be the Sus remix. Only
I
you.
wish. I wish.
Only you, Sushi.
The sauce remix is good, so she's just right.
Sushi's old name was Sus Hi, technically. But like Sus he. And so I'm like, of course. Of course.
Living up to the name.
I don't even know what my Wrapped is gonna look like. I'm scared. Before I did my like music splitting, I had like copyright free music. So it was a lot of Animal Crossing. So I'm like, is it just gonna be my old stream playlist?
Probably.
Oh god.
Shivers.
Shiver, true, I did play Shiver a lot. Yeah. It is, copyright free. And Phoenix is a banger. But okay.
Phoenix is so good.
We're in about the last 10 minutes of the interview stream. So here is my obligatory question. Is there another small streamer that you want to see on the Ghouls Room?
Do I have specific?
I mean, It would help me narrow down my choices. I have a few. Because, like, the whole group essentially just, you know.
Yeah. I would honestly say any of the Hugo anti-streamers.
Oh,
Any of the Hugo
no.
anti-streamers. I can send you a screenshot of who that entails if you'd like. But recently a lot of us have started content creation, which is really cool. And everyone is really awesome and interesting, has lots of unique and fun stories. If I had to specify someone, I don't know if they want to do podcast type stuff, but you could ask, but probably Luca. Probably Luca. I want to hear about Luca's life.
Luca would. Oh, God.
Luca, easy to hate. The one.
I feel like Luca would be really cool to have on the show too.
Yeah.
I just get so nervous talking to him. I'm like, oh God.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, literally like our interactions are me going like, pop off, King. That's it. Pretty much it. And I'm just like, listen, you're like any kind of masculine, and I'm like, bye. I'm nervy now. Like, fan presenting isn't exactly helpful either, but like, it's fine. It's fine. I'll figure it out. But like with mask presenting, I'm like, oh God, now I'm nervy. Why am I nervy?
Fair enough.
It's fine. But okay, so I actually was all right. That's my final push to talk to Luca about it. I've got the M vouch. I should be fine.
The M vouch.
What kind of questions do you want to see Luca get asked? Because we're gonna have the base ones.
I don't know when Luca like started doing art. Like I have genuinely like no clue whatsoever. I want to know about like Luca's history, not necessarily as a content creator, but like as an artist, because that's the streams that I first started watching from Luca. So that would be fun.
I didn't even know Luca did art streams.
Oh yeah, well Luca doesn't say VODs, so
that would explain it. I think because like the one person that I do know that does art is Sushi, so I'm like,
I have quite a few artist friends who do artist streams, so it's a good time.
Well, now I have an idea for next week. And I'll probably come to you with more questions, especially from like, you know, the general antis group too, because I feel like you guys would have like questions that I could ask as well, so it's not just like the repetition. Because like I want people who want like genuinely have like questions that they want to get answered from these content creators to like ask me like questions, because like that's what you do in interview shows.
Yeah.
Thank you for being my first guest. I appreciate you so very much.
Of course.
I hope you get to catch any other stream that you're wanting to watch tonight, because I feel bad because we were here doing Bella's stream.
Don't feel bad. I just saw Ozzy went live, so
Ozzy's live?
Run to after this. Ozzy Rice.
Ozzy the Beloved?
Good
show, Clef.
I appreciated it. It was very fun.
I hoped that it would be, because I was like, it's kind of going to be more like a conversation, because like it is just us talking to each other and like me learning more about you and like the viewers learning more about you so that they have more reason to watch you. So it's kind of like it works out. But I'm going to go ahead and hide you away so that if you want to head out, you can head out.
Will do.
And I will talk to you next time, and probably in your stream if you ever stream tonight.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime. I might bring on like co-hosts at some point.
Hey.
Might have to figure out how the format would be. Yeah, I gotta do my little outro.
Have fun. Bye, chat.
Bye, Em. Huh. Okay. The M is not dead. M is just vanished. It's fine. My friend was in this box. It's fine. Ah, we should have done the thing. We should have done the thing like this, you know? But okay, so this show is going to be kind of a Fridays thing, unless it like gains more traction and like more people want to come on. And then I can change it. Still hear their voice. No, what? Ow. But we're probably going to be doing this every Friday unless it picks up traction and more people want to come on, in which case we'll be doing it Fridays and Saturdays because, you know, Australian times is like a little different than American times because this is like it's only almost 7, but where you like in Australia it's like nearly 1, I want to say, if I'm not gonna, you know, be bad at this. It's fine. It's fine. Hold on. Is my stuff all good? Hold on, let me go to my thing. Oh god. Okay. So, do you guys want to go to Aussie? Like, I can send you guys over to Aussie. It'll be 1 p.m. in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what I mean, like, generally. But, so, I'll have you guys... I'll have my raid at the ready, actually. And then I'll send you guys over when I'm done here. Okay. So we're gonna start that, so I can send you guys whenever we're ready. But this will be Fridays unless it gains traction, like I said. I appreciate you guys for coming along, because this is a new thing that I am trying out, you know? And I'm so grateful that I have friends who are willing to do this kind of thing with me. I hope you guys will stick around as we get to know more and more streamers. I'll see you guys next time. Have fun with Aussie.